Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the show where obvious answers mean nothing and obscure answers mean everything. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, my name's Kate, this is my mum Jane, and we're from Preston.
Couple number two.
My name's Robin, this is my wife Mary, and we're from Northampton.
Couple number three.
Hi, Alexander. My name's Elliot, and this is my son Michael, and we're from just outside of Glasgow.
And finally, couple number four.
Hello, my name's Bob, and this is my friend Tim, and we're both from South London.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks, all of you. We'll find out more about you throughout the show as it goes along. So that just leaves one more person for me to introduce. They call him the Owl, because he is stoic, wise, and can be deftly deployed to control rodent populations in urban areas. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hi, everybody. Hiya. Oh, it'd be cool to be an owl, I think.
Yeah, it's great to be an owl.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I could literally be doing that and just look at the board behind me, just without even... I wouldn't even have to swivel my chair.
That would be relaxing,
Oh, that would save me some time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho...
How are you this afternoon?
I'm very well.
Excellent. It's, anybody could win today. We've only got one returning pair, that's Kate and Jane, and we only saw them for one round last time. They were here very briefly, and three new pairs as well, so it could be very, very open. I absolutely trust podium 2, Robin and Mary. Married couple seem very sensible. Like father and son, podium 3, no trouble there. I'm sensing maybe trouble from podium 4. Are you?
Oh, yeah.
You know, they look like two guys who are trying really, really, really hard to be well behaved. And I think that's at some point that's going to slip. Don't you think so? I think if you're going to worry about crowd control at any point, podium 4
is the one to look out for.
I think so.
Yeah, OK. Thanks very much, Richard. Now, as usual, all of today's questions have been asked to 100 people before the show, and our contestants are on the hunt for one of those all-important pointless answers, that being an answer that none of our 100 people gave. And each time that happens, we will add 250 quid to the jackpot. Now, Dave and Erica didn't win the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that, so today's jackpot starts off at £2,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, the pair with the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated, and you have to remember at all times there is to be no conferring during the round itself. OK, our first category today is famous people. Famous people. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. And the question concerns second spouses. Second spouses, Richard.
I'm going to show you 7 names on each pass. They were all the second spouse of somebody famous. Can you tell us the name of the person they married in the year shown, please? We're going to show you 14 people in all, so there's going to be 14 guesses to kick off the show with. Very, very best of luck. Thanks
very much indeed. So we're looking for the names of the people to whom these were second spouses, and here's our first board of 7. Lisa Marie Presley, 2002. Jim Kerr, 1992. Chris Judd, 2001. Heather Mills, 2002. Kid Rock, 2006, Nicole Kidman, 1990, and Lance Gerard Wright, 2003. I'll read those one last time. Lisa Marie Presley, 2002, Jim Kerr, 1992, Chris Judd, 2001, Heather Mills, 2002, Kid Rock, 2006, Nicole Kidman, 1990, and Lance Gerard Wright, 2003. Now, Kate and Jane, you all drew lots before the show, and today you're going to go first. Jane, welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, tell us what happened last time.
My daughter, who I love dearly, got Kim Wilde and Blondie slightly mixed up.
It's going to happen.
It's an easy mistake.
Now then, Jane, remind us what you do.
I'm a receptionist at police headquarters.
Now, that's fun. Do you take the emergency calls?
No. I only look after people that have been invited into headquarters.
I like invited in.
Yes,
Invited.
only invited. Oh, yes.
Now then, what about that board? I thought that was going to be a killer of a round, and then I saw that board and thought, well, that's not so bad. It's not so... did you feel the same?
No, I didn't feel the same at all. I'm going to go for Nicole Kidman, and I really hope it's Tom Cruise.
OK, Tom Cruise says Jane for Nicole Kidman. Let's see, and the date was 1990. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Tom Cruise. Very well done. 58. High, but correct. 42 better than 100. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all on the first podium. He was married to Mimi Rogers, then he was married to Nicole Kidman, and then he was married to Katie Holmes.
Now, Robin.
Hello.
Well, see, I trust Robin as well. I
do, absolutely. I mean, if he was a pilot, you'd be, oh, great.
Oh, we've got Robin today.
Settle back.
Oh, we're going to survive.
Oh, lovely. I'll have a gin and tonic. That's lovely. Thank you very much.
And whatever he's having.
Oh.
Send this up to Robin. That's how much I trust him. Robin, what do you do? Pilot.
I'm a service delivery manager for a well-known high street retailer.
Good stuff. OK, now, Robin.
Yes.
Robin. Who were these people married to in the years shown?
My first thought is, it's so much easier playing this at home.
Yes.
So easy at
Oh,
home.
it's quite easy from here as well.
I'm going to be brave, and I'm going to say Jim Kerr, 1992, Patsy Kensit.
Patsy Kensit, says Robin for Jim Kerr. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 said Patsy Kensit. It's completely right. 58's our high score at the moment. You passed that. 17. Oh. 17 for Patsy Kensit.
Yes, it was a second marriage for both of them, actually. He'd been married to Chrissy Hind from The Pretenders. She'd been married to Dan
I forgot
Donovan.
about that. So he was.
Yeah. And then she married Liam Gallagher and then Jeremy Healy.
Thanks, Rich. Elliot, welcome to the show. Great to have you here. What do you do, Elliot?
I'm an economic development officer in a local authority.
What sort of things do you actually do as an economic development officer?
We run schemes of assistance for people to start their own business, and we help local companies in the area. As you can see, I've got a particular interest in food and drink, so I'm the food and drink person for South Lanarkshire.
See, that's great fun, though, isn't it?
It is.
So you literally have your fingers in lots of pies.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. Good stuff. Now then, Elliot, what are you going to go for?
I think there's a couple of them up there, but I think I'm going to go for Kid Rock, and I'm going to say Pamela Anderson.
You're going to say Pamela Anderson for Kid Rock. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Pamela Anderson. It's right. Very well done indeed. 15, Elliot. The best score of the round so far.
Well played, Elliot. That marriage lasted about 5 months. It's actually not bad for a celebrity pairing, is it?
Not bad. Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Now, OK, so we come to you, Bob. Bob, what do you do?
I'm a part-time estate agent.
A part-time estate
Well,
agent.
I'm 65 now, so
But what do you like doing when you're not doing that, Bob?
I like music, food. I've got a motorcycle which, when the weather's nice, I like tootling around on that.
OK. Now, Bob, this is all your board. You can talk
It's not a good board for me, though.
Really?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Have a crack at some of them, though. Talk us through. Just do your thinking
The
out
only
loud,
one
maybe.
that is giving me anything, and I'm probably wrong, is Heather Mills and Paul McCartney.
OK, you're going to go with Heather Mills. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Paul McCartney. Well, he's right. 71. That's a high score there, Bob, but a lot better than 100.
Yeah, Heather was Paul's second wife. Linda was his first wife. His third wife is Nancy, and she's Paul's second husband. No, Paul's her second husband. Simple.
Simple.
Simple as you like. Now, let's go through the rest of this board. Do you know any of these?
Yeah, I do.
Lisa Marie Presley?
Michael Jackson.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas
Cage. Would have scored 5 points, I suspect.
I walked into that one.
Exactly. I think a lot of our 100 made the same mistake there. Nicolas Cage, the answer. Chris Judd?
Yes, Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer
And
Lopez.
Would you like to know something amusing? I was at their wedding.
No way.
As was Patsy Kensit. That was when I met Patsy Kensit. This sounds like a dream.
How comes you were at Jennifer Lopez's wedding?
Because she had her wedding at Donatella Versace's big villa on Lake Como in sort of November, I think, 2001, after 9/11. Nobody from America wanted to fly over. So there's a bit of an open invitation. And a friend of mine got invited and said, would I like to go along? I said, yeah, of course. So there I was, and I hung out with Patsy Kensit and J-Lo and Chris Judd on their wedding night. And that wedding lasted, I think, to almost all the way through the first dance. It was a...
No, give them their due. They were married for 9 months.
It was a long dance.
That would have scored you 10 points if you'd gone to it. And Lance Gerard Wright
Ulrika Johnson.
Ulrika Johnson, yeah.
Indeed.
That would have scored you 6 points. So Nick Cage is the best answer up there. Well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. The best score of that pass was yours, Elliot. Well done. Elliot and Michael looking very strong on 15. Then just a squeak above them on 17, Robin and Mary. Then up to 58, quite a hike where we find Jane and Kate. And then 71, Bob and Tim there. You're not miles ahead, but Tim, you'll be the first person to answer from the next board, so try and find a nice low score there. Very best of luck. We can come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more names up on the board, and here they come. Ava Gardner, 1951. Chris Humphreys, 2011. Jada Pinkett Smith, 1997. Anne Boleyn, 1533. Guy Ritchie, 2000. Rachel Hunter, 1990. And Orson Welles, 1943. I'll read those all one last time. Ava Gardner, 1951. Chris Humphreys, 2011. Jada Pinkett Smith, 1997. Anne Boleyn, 1533. Guy Ritchie, 2000. Rachel Hunter, 1990. And Orson Welles, 1943. There we are. Now, remember, we're looking for the names of the people to whom these were second spouses. And, Tim, you're going to try and find a nice low-scoring one and hope that'll get you through to the next round. Tim, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And you are from South London.
I am.
From Tooting.
From Tooting.
And what do you get up to in Tooting, Tim?
I'm a self-employed bookkeeper.
Yes, when you say bookkeeper, I think bookmaker. I don't mean bookmaker.
No,
you mean
no.
bookkeeper.
Yes.
What do you like doing in your spare time, Tim?
A bit of travelling and a little bit of line dancing.
Yes, of course, the shirt. it all falls into place now. How long have you been line dancing for? Since the very beginning?
About 19 years.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. OK, now, Tim, there you are on 71. You're the high scorers. I think you might be quite good at this.
I've got to take a risk. Ava Gardner, Humphrey Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart, says Tim, for Ava Gardner. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. No red line for you as you're the high scorers. Oh, bad luck, Tim. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which scores you the maximum of 100 points, takes your total up to an unassailable 171. Sorry.
Sorry, Tim, she never married Humphrey Bogart. Sounds like the sort of thing that would have happened, though, doesn't it?
That sort of caper they used to get up to,
exactly.
wasn't it? Yeah, marrying.
Virtually all of them married all the others at some point.
Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Michael, welcome to the show. Great to have you here. Listen, the first thing I can say to you is great news. You're in round 2.
That is good news.
Even if you score 100 points, you won't overtake Rob and Tim over there. But as it turns out, Elliot, your dad, left you in a pretty strong position. What do you do, Michael?
I'm a student at university now.
Whereabouts?
Strathclyde, up in Glasgow.
Strathclyde, what are you studying?
Accountancy and finance, so...
And yes, exactly, bookkeeping. You know the difference between bookkeeping and bookmaking. Now then, Michael, what are you going to go for on this board?
The board's not bad. I think I'm going to go for Jada Pinkett Smith and say Will Smith.
Will Smith, says Michael, for Jada Pinkett Smith. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. No red line for you as you're already through. It's right. 35. Takes your total up to a nice, neat 50.
Well played, Michael. Good answer. Yeah, Will Smith was married to Sharif Fletcher before that. I didn't know that. Didn't know he'd been married before.
I didn't know that.
Keeps that quiet.
Yeah. Thanks very much. Now then, Mary, welcome to the show. Great to have you here. What do you do, Mary?
I'm a billing analyst for a Japanese print company.
Now, how did you and Robin meet, Mary?
We met on New Year's Eve on a dance floor.
Oh, how impossibly When Harry Met Sally. That's fantastic. Literally as the balloon was going up? Or...
It was just a bit before that, but our eyes met across the dance floor.
Oh, how fantastic. Brilliant. And so New Year's Eve, always a very important evening for you then. Every year it comes round.
Yes.
Excellent. Now, good news, you are also through to round 2, Mary. That is good news, but slightly less good news. I am going to want an answer from you from this board.
OK, I think I'll go with Guy Ritchie and Madonna.
Guy Ritchie and Madonna, says Mary. No red line, because you're already through, but let's see how many of our 100 people said Madonna. It's right. Core, 74. That's the highest scoring correct answer.
Yeah, big score, but a correct answer. Yeah, she's married to Sean Penn first. At her first wedding, they couldn't hear her vows because there were so many press helicopters. hovering overhead.
How depressing.
That's not nice, is it?
No. Thanks very much. 91, your total there, Mary and Robin. Kate, again, great news. You're in round 2. But I think you're going to be really good on this board. Now, Kate, remind us what you do.
I'm a civil servant.
A civil servant who cannot tell us what she does. The kind of thing she does is so top secret.
Yeah, or maybe just difficult to pronounce.
Assuming you get any time off from the absolutely top secret thing you do. What do you do? I mean, what do you do with that time?
I spend a lot of time following Press and North End, following them up and down the country with my mother.
Right. So you travel as well, all the away matches?
We used to. We don't go to as many anymore, but we did go through about 3 seasons where we never missed a game, home or away, in all competitions.
Wow. OK, now then, Kate, talk us through the board. Fill in all the blanks.
Chris Humphries, I think, was Kim Kardashian. I'm not sure. Anne Boleyn, Henry VIII. Rachel Hunter, Rod Stewart, I think. I don't know the other 2. I'll go for Rachel Hunter and Rod Stewart.
Rachel Hunter, Rod Stewart, says Kate. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said Rod Stewart. No red line again, because you're already through. It's right. 39. Takes your total up to 97. Well done, Kate.
Yeah, he met her in an LA nightclub and proposed within 3 weeks. Now married to Penny Lancaster, of course.
Can I just point out something, an error I'd made?
Yeah.
Right up until the moment that Kate said Chris Humphries and Kim Kardashian, I'd been thinking of Jake Humphries. I'd just been thinking, oh, he's doing well. It's nice. It's nice. He's someone's second spouse.
Yeah, what if I told you that you're absolutely right, it is Kim Kardashian? You'd have been even more surprised, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Would have scored you 10 points. Now, Ava Gardner didn't marry Humphrey Bogart. She married...
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, yeah. Would have scored you 14. Anne Boleyn famously married...
Henry VIII.
Henry VIII. Yeah, would have scored you 56 points. And Orson Welles, do you know this?
I don't know.
I didn't know this. 2 points if you said Rita Hayworth. Good answer, isn't it?
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our first round, I'm afraid the pair heading home, Tim and Bob, I'm sorry we have to say goodbye to you. We will see you again next time, though, and we'll look forward to that very much indeed. We won't serve up a round like that again for you. Anyway, we'll see you again next time, Tim. Bob, we'll look forward to that very much indeed. Thanks so much, meanwhile. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. OK, so 3 pairs remain. That means at the end of this round, we will have to say goodbye to another pair in time for our head-to-head round. Now, Kate and Jane, our only returning pair, stormed through round 1. Look at that. There you are. Welcome to round 2. Elliot and Michael, great performance. Pamela Anderson, the best answer of that round. So very well done to you, Elliot. And Robin and Mary, nice, solid performance there. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 is 20th Century Theatre. 20th Century Theatre. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many playwrights on the National Theatre's NT2000 list. Playwrights on the National Theatre's NT2000 list. Richard.
Yeah, in the late 90s, the National Theatre put together a list of the 100 best plays written in the English language in the 20th century. Can you give us the name of any playwright represented on that list, please? So it was the 100 best plays in the English language of the 20th century. Any playwright who wrote one of those 100 plays. Very, very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, now, Kate, we come to you first.
I'm really struggling with this, to even think of a playwright. I don't know if this is right or not, but I'll go for Tim Rice.
OK, Tim Rice, says Kate. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Tim Rice. Oh, bad luck, Kate. Sorry, I'm afraid. I mean, not a terrible bit of logic there, but I'm afraid an incorrect answer. Not Tim Rice.
Yes, sorry, Kate. We've narrowed your job down, though. It's definitely not the Arts Council.
Thanks, Richard. Now, Mary, who are you going to go for?
This isn't a great one for me, but we've been to the West End a couple of times. I'm going to go with Possibly Noel Coward.
Noel Coward, says Mary. Let's see if Noel Coward's there. He should be. And let's see how many people said Noel Coward. He is there. Very well done, Mary. 15. 15. Very well done.
Well played, Mary. His 1930 play Private Lives is one of the 100 best plays.
Thanks very much indeed. Elliot,
Okay.
who would you like to go for?
There's a couple I'm toying between. I think I'm going to go for John Osborne.
John Osborne, says Elliot. Let's see how many of our 100 people said John Osborne. It's right. Well, 15, our lowest score to date. John Osborne passes that. Look at that, 5. Very well done indeed, Elliot.
Very well played, Elliot. Yeah, 1956 play Look Back in Anger was in that top 100. Wrote that in 2 weeks. Went on to be one of the most successful plays of all time.
Wow. Thanks very much, Richard. We're halfway through the round. Let's see what our scores are. 5, the best score of that pass, Elliot. Very well done indeed. Then up to 15, where Mary and Robin are. Then I'm afraid it's up to 100, where we find Kate and Jane. Jane, a low answer from you might be enough. You never know. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, so, Michael, remember, we're looking for the name of any playwright on the National Theatre's NT 2000 list.
Yeah.
We need a nice low score from you, Michael. The high scores at the moment, Jane and Kate on 100, you're on 5, 94 or less. Keeps you in the game.
I don't even think that's going to happen. I'm just trying to think of back when I did English at school, like names come up, but I guess it Arthur Miller. I don't know.
Arthur Miller. OK, Arthur Miller. Let's see. There's your red line. If you get below that, you're in the head-to-head. How many of our 100 people said Arthur Miller? Absolutely right. Very well done indeed, Michael. 13. 18 is your total. Well done. You're through.
Well played, Michael. Death of a Salesman from 1949. You got a really nice proud dad look from Elliot as well.
Absolutely. That's my boy.
Thanks, Rich. Robin, you're on 15. You need to score 84 or less.
OK. Probably a bit embarrassing to tell you that I act in plays in my spare time, and I'm really struggling to think of playwrights.
Nothing embarrassing about it. Yes, struggling to think of playwrights.
So I should have loads of playwrights rolling off the tongue, and I'm down to a couple. I'm going to say Tom Stoppard.
Tom Stoppard, says Robin. Here's your red line. Get below that, you're in the head-to-head. How many of our 100 said Tom Stoppard? It's absolutely right, of course. Six. 21 is your total.
Well played, Robin. Yeah, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are Dead by Tom Stoppard. It's going nicely this round, isn't it? We're doing very well.
Yeah. Jane, I'm afraid you are at the high scores even before you've given your answer.
Which Robin stole. Thank you, Robin. So I shall go with the other one I thought of. Hopefully this is right. Terence Rattigan.
Terence Rattigan, says Jane. Good answer. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. No red line, I'm afraid, because you're already the high scorers. Three. That is a great answer. Very well done indeed, Jane. And that, if either of the others had scored 100, if they'd slipped up, that would have kept you in the game. But great answer, Jane.
Thank you.
Yeah, very nice way to end the round. Have you got any before we look at the pointless answers?
Yes, I would go probably for Alan Bleasdale, maybe.
Alan Bleasdale. Not on the list.
Not on the list. Oh,
no, Alan Ayckbourn's on the list. Alan Ayckbourn would have scored you 7.
Howard Brenton.
Howard Brenton is a pointless answer.
There we go.
Yeah, very well done. Let's take a look at some other pointless answers, shall we? David Mamet was a pointless answer.
Yes, I did have him as well.
Yeah, Glengarry Glen Ross. John Godber on that list for Bouncers. Keith Waterhouse on that list for Billy Lai, wrote with Willis Hall. Neil Simon is on the list for The Odd Couple. Patrick Marber for Closer.
Oh, Closer.
Sam Shepard is on the list for True West. Sheila Delaney, A Taste of Honey. Quartermain's Terms by Simon Gray is there, and Somerset Maugham also on the list. Very, very well done if you said any of those. There's a few others. Anthony Schaefer, you could have had, Edward Albee, Howard Barker, Jim Cartwright, Joan Littlewood, Sebastian Barry. Lots of pointless answers on that list.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our second round, I'm afraid the pair heading home with a high score of 103. It's Jane and Kate. Jane, lovely answering from you there. Kate, you might have got, I mean, maybe not one of the pointless ones, but did any of those other ones ring a bell? Tom Stoppard, maybe?
I had Alan Bennett in my head, but...
That would have been a great answer.
No, but in your head.
Yeah. And combined with your mum's lovely low score, that might have seen you through. Who knows? Anyway, it's been lovely having you on both shows. Thanks so much for playing, Jane and Kate.
Thank you.
Right, for the remaining two pairs, it's now time for our head-to-head. Congratulations, Elliot and Michael, Robin and Mary. You're now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,000. So here's where we decide who goes through to the final and plays for that money. You are now going to go head-to-head. Obviously, you're now allowed to confer, and the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, here comes your first question, and it concerns flags. Flags, Richard.
It's a fun one, this. We're going to show you 5 flags now with the names of the countries they represent underneath them, but we've missed out one colour from each of the flags. Can you tell us what colour we've missed out, please?
Thanks very much indeed. So let's reveal our 5 flags, and here they are. A, B, C, D, and E. There we are. 5 flags with colours missing. Now, Elliot and Michael, you've played best throughout the show so far, so you will go first.
Bangladesh is... What do you think? Bangladesh, Ethiopia?
I'm not 100% on that, Fred.
Ethiopia, then?
No, I don't know if it's fair, not 100%.
So we go for Bangladesh. OK. We're going to go for A. We think that the Bangladesh flag has green in it.
OK, you're going to say green for A. Robin and Mary, do you fancy talking us through the rest of the board?
B, Germany, we think is black. C, don't know. D, we might have to take a guess at, because I think E, Sweden, is yellow, but I think Bangladesh is a good answer, so we may have to take a guess at Ethiopia. What should we say?
Orange.
OK, we're going to say for Ethiopia, we're going to say orange.
OK, you're going to say orange for Ethiopia. So we have green for Bangladesh and orange for Ethiopia. Elliot and Michael, you said green for A. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 said green. It's right. 23. Good answer. Now, Robin and Mary, you've taken a bit of a punt here. You have volunteered orange for the Ethiopian flag, indeed. Let's see how many of our 100 people said orange. Oh, bad luck. Bad luck. That means, Elliot and Michael, after one question, you are up 1-0.
Sorry, Robin and Mary, like an awful lot of African flags, it is green, yellow and red Ethiopia. And that would have scored you 28 points. Germany, you're right, is black. Big scorer, though. That would have scored you 74. The one that would have won you the point is Palau, and that is yellow. Would have scored you 19 points, supposed to represent the moon. And Sweden, also yellow. But would have scored a few more points, would have scored 63 points.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. OK, here comes your second question. Robin and Mary, you will get to answer this one first, but you have to win it to stay in the game, so best of luck. It concerns NFL teams. NFL. Is that good for you, Robin, or not?
Really
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, can you simply complete the names of these 5 teams, please? Very best of luck.
OK, let's reveal our 5 incomplete teams, and here they are. The Jacksonville J, St. Louis R, Miami D, Atlanta F, Indianapolis C. I'll read those one last time. Jacksonville J, St. Louis R, Miami D, Atlanta, F. Indianapolis, C. Robin and Mary, you will go first.
It's just picking the one that's the lowest score, isn't it? I think I'm going to go with B, St. Louis Rams.
The St. Louis Rams. St. Louis Rams. OK. Now then, Elliot and Michael, do you want to talk us through the rest of the board?
This is actually really good for us as well. And that was actually going to be our answer. The bottom one's the Indianapolis Colts, it's the Atlanta Falcons, the Miami Dolphins, and I think we're going to have to go for the top one, which is the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Jacksonville Jaguars, say Elliot and Michael. So Robin and Mary said the St. Louis Rams. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said that. It's right. We will now discover whether or not that was the correct one to pick, because Elliot and Michael, who also knew the full table, have gone for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said that. It's right. Is that going to go lower than 20? Oh, there we are. There's your answer. 28. Well done, Robin and Mary. That's exactly what you needed to do. You're back in the game after 2 questions. It's 1-1.
Good head-to-head so far, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Jacksonville Jaguars owned by Shahid Khan, who also owns Fulham now, Fulham FC. Now, there is an answer up there that would have beaten the Rams. It's not the Miami Dolphins. That would have scored you too many points. That would have scored you 62. It's not the Atlanta Falcons. That would have scored you too many points as well. That would have scored you 29. It's the Indianapolis Colts, which would have scored you 19. Would have just snuck through.
Thanks very much indeed. OK, it comes down to a decider. Here's the third question. Whoever wins this goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck, both pairs. It concerns the London Underground. The London Underground. Richard.
I'm going to give you 5 clues now to facts about the London Underground. Can you give us the most obscure answer out of these 5? Best of luck, both teams.
Thanks very much. Let's reveal our 5 clues, and here they come. In 2013, London Underground celebrated this many years since the first Underground journey. The usual colour of the circle on the roundel London Underground logo. The electrical draftsman who redesigned the map in 1933. The 2-word name of the fictional station that features in EastEnders. And the 4-letter nickname derived from the shape of the tunnels. I'll read those all one last time. In 2013, London Underground celebrated this many years since the first Underground journey. The usual colour of the circle on the roundel London Underground logo. The electrical draftsman who redesigned the map in 1933. The 2-word name of the fictional station that features in EastEnders. And the 4-letter nickname derived from the shape of the tunnels. There we are. Now, Elliot and Michael, you will go first.
We're going to say the 2-word name for the station in EastEnders. This is a bit of a punt, though. Walford East.
Walford East. Say Elliot and Michael. Walford East. Robin and Mary, do you want to talk us through the rest of the board?
Oh, I'll try. I think the first one, celebrate this many years, first Underground journey, I think is 150. The colour of the circle on the logo is red. Draftsman, don't know. I probably would have said something similar for Walford East. And don't know the 4-letter nickname derived from the shape of the tunnels. So we're going to take a bit of a guess for the first one and say it's 150 years.
150 years, say Robin and Mary. OK, so Elliot and Michael said Walford East for the station in EastEnders. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Walford East. Absolutely right. Oh, it's a good answer. Look at that, 10. Very well done. 10 for Walford East. Robin and Mary, meanwhile, have said 150 years celebrated in 2013. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. 36. Well done, Elliot and Michael. That means after 3 questions, you are through to the final 2-1.
Well played, both teams. Yeah, that's terrific work. I guarantee you do know the 4-letter nickname for the London Underground. It's the Tube. Don't even think of it as a nickname these days, do we? It's so familiar. 70 points it would have scored you, though. The usual colour, you were right, was red. That would have scored too many as well, would have scored you 63. The only answer that would have beaten Wolford East is the electrical draftsman, did that extraordinary job redesigning the map, absolutely transformed the underground, and it was Harry Beck. 4 points, so very well done if you said that.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, I'm afraid it's Robin and Mary, but what an exciting head-to-head that was. Very, very close indeed. I mean, that could have gone either way, I think. But we'll see you again next time. We'll look forward to that very much indeed. And on the evidence of what we've seen today, I think you'll do just as well, if not better then. But Robin and Mary, thanks so much for playing. But for Elliot and Michael, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Elliot and Michael. You've seen off all the competition and you've won our coveted pointless trophy. So many congratulations. You now have the chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £2,000. Well, faultless performance, I have to say. You were our lowest scorers in the first round. You gave the lowest scoring answer in our second round. 2-1 in the head-to-head. Very well done. You dispatched everyone else with ruthlessness there. What would you like to see come up in this last round?
Bit of music, maybe, some sports.
Yeah, sport, music, German industrial metal, maybe, something like that. Yeah.
Anyway, listen, as always, you kick this round off by choosing the category you want to answer under, and here are the 4 options you can choose from. Men's running records, Elton John albums, moons of the solar system, British gangster films.
Needs to be the top one. Needs to be the top one. Yeah.
I think we're going to go for men's running records.
OK, men's running records. You're going to go for Richard.
Yeah, here's your 3 different options. We're looking for anybody who has broken the world 10,000 metre record on the track since the end of the Second World War. So anyone who's broken the 10,000 metre world record. Anyone who's got the 100 metres world record since 1977, which is when they started electronically timing them. So any 100 metres world record holder, or anyone, or any post-war 1 mile world record holder. So 10,000 metre world record holder, 1 mile world record holder, both of those since the war, or any 100 metre world record holder since 1977. Very, very best of luck, guys.
OK, now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Now, remember, the answers you give can come from any of these categories, and how you spread them across those categories is entirely up to you. You can have 1 from each, 2 from one from another, entirely down to you. Are you ready?
Yes.
OK, let's put those 60 seconds up on the screen. There they are. Your time starts now.
Got anything?
Usain Bolt.
No. I've got, I think, the 100 metres world record. I think Calvin Smith held that at one point. So I'm going to go Calvin Smith.
About the
10K, Lassie Varon, I'll say for that, probably. And
mile one? Goes
no,
to mile?
No mile. Don't not get in for that.
So 3 though.
I know, 100 metres world record, another one. Oh, 10K. Maybe, I mean, there's a lot of Kenyans obviously already. Right, Henry Rono. Right, I think we're going to go.
OK, you're ready. Should we stop the clock?
Yeah.
OK, what are your 3 answers going to be?
Calvin Smith.
And will you say which, sorry?
Sorry, 100 metres world record.
100 metres world record since 77.
Calvin Smith.
Calvin Smith.
Post-war 10K world records, Henry Rono.
Henry Rono.
No, what was the other one I said?
Lassie Varon.
Lassie Varon. And that's also in the 10K?
That's the 10K, sorry, yes.
OK. Right, of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Calvin Smith.
Calvin Smith we'll put last.
I think that's the only one that might... The other 2 I'm really not sure about.
OK, which is your least likely to be pointless, do you think?
Lassie Varon.
Lassie Varon we'll put first. OK, let's pop those up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have got Lassie Varon, Henry Rono, and Calvin Smith. Well, very, very best of luck. Your first answer was Lassie Varon. Now, remember, only one of these answers has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot of £2,000. Now, if you were to win that, what would you do with your share of that, Elliot?
My wife has got a big birthday coming up next year, and we've booked a holiday to the west coast of America. It would just make it a bit more luxurious. She'd like at least one night in a beach house in Malibu, so hopefully that would pay for half a night.
Michael, how about you?
I'll probably just go on a holiday with my friends next year. So go away somewhere nice in the sun with them.
Very good indeed. OK, well, your first answer, Lasse Viren. Obviously, this has to be correct. Then it has to be point. You're not sure if it is correct. But if it is correct, it might very well go down to pointless. But it has to be both of those things for you to win that jackpot of £2,000. So let's find out. How many of our 100 people had Lasse Viren down as a 10,000-metre world record holder since the war? It's right. Very well done, Elliot and Michael. Down goes Lasse Viren through the 40s, through the 30s, and 20s into the teens, into single figures. Still going down. Down goes 2. Very well done indeed. That's a brilliant answer. Only 2 people got Lasse Viren. I mean, in normal gameplay, that would be a fabulous answer. Sadly, in this round, we're only interested in pointless answers, so you only have 2 more shots at today's jackpot. Your next answer, Henry Rono. Again, this has to be correct. You weren't entirely sure if this was correct either. Fingers crossed. If this is correct, it may well be pointless. Let's see. How many people said Henry Rono was a 10,000-metre world record holder since the war? It's right. It's right. Now, your first answer, Lasse Viren, took us all the way down to 2. Your second answer, Henry Rono, is now taking us down through the single figures. Down it goes, still going down. You've done it! Very well done! Very well done indeed. Fantastic. That's a great result. Oh, congratulations. Henry Rono was a pointless answer, which means you go home with that jackpot of £2,000. Very well done.
From the second you chose that category, I knew you were going to win that jackpot. I just had a sixth sense about it, especially because Calvin Smith was also a pointless answer. Very, very well played, guys. Let's go through some of the other pointless answers. David Bedford, the UK runner, was a pointless answer. There's Henry Rono of Kenya, another Kenyan, Paul Turgat, would have been a pointless answer. Vladimir Kutz of the Soviet Union also would have been pointless. There's Calvin Smith, and Leroy Burrell as well would have been a pointless answer. And post-war 1-mile world record holders, you could have had Derek Ibbotson, another British runner. John Walker was the first man under 350, the New Zealander. Morsley, you could have had, would have been a pointless answer. And Peter Snell, another New Zealander, also could have had on that category. Philbert Bailly, Herb Elliott, or Jim Ryan. All of those are pointless answers. Very well done if you said any of those at home. Terrific work, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks very much indeed. Well, thanks once again to our winning players, Elliot and Michael, who go away with today's jackpot of £2,000. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.